We're 3 for 3, guys. Every single one of these you should try. They're all so easy. It doesn't hurt to give them a shot. I bet you're gonna like each and every one. Hey everyone, Dave here, and we are back to do another Keto Munchies video. That's what I've decided to call these, kind of stealing that from Sam the Cooking Guy. Back in the day, he used to do all these munchie videos. He probably still does it, where he does like a bunch of small recipes that are pretty easy in one video. And we did that recently with our beef 3-ingredient, 3 keto recipe video. And everything we cooked was so stinking good and so easy. I just want to do some more of it. So we're gonna do it again today, but with chicken this time. And again, we're gonna make super easy 3-ingredient recipes that can be the perfect keto munchie for you. It can be a meal, it can be a snack, whatever you want. We're gonna start it off with some pizza waffles. And yes, we're gonna do it in 3 ingredients and in 5 minutes. First, you're gonna want a waffle iron. I'm gonna assume that some of you have one. Maybe not everyone has one, but some of you do. I don't know if mine's, oh, it is on. The little light's on. So I plugged that in, and I'm gonna tell you, while we're waiting for that to heat up, I am gonna take, because we're doing 3 recipes. Now you wouldn't have to cook all these 3 recipes at the same time. I happen to be doing it because I'm making it in one video. But for one of these recipes, or maybe even 2, we're gonna need bacon as one of our 3 ingredients. Can't go wrong with some bacon. So I'm gonna take some of my bacon here, and I'm gonna throw it on a cookie sheet, because we're trying to be easy peasy today. So I think just throw it on a cookie sheet, pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 to 20 minutes, and we'll just keep our eye on it and get us some nice bacon cooked up while we're working on our waffles, because we'll need these soon. All right, into the oven. Now most people will tell you to put foil underneath the bacon, but this is Cooking with Dave, and he ran out of foil. I'm gonna talk in the third person right now. I ran out of foil, and therefore I can't use foil, which just means it's gonna be harder to clean up. But that sounds like future Dave's problem. So our 3 ingredients, I bet you could guess: mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and pizza sauce. So as far as actually making this, we're gonna take a bowl. We're gonna put in it a cup of shredded mozzarella. Yeah, if I can, mozzarella, like so. And we're gonna add some pepperoni, 6 to 8 slices. Now it's up to you. You could pre-chop this if you want, if you can even get it open. But we only need 5 to 6 slices. I think pre-chopping would be good. That'll more evenly disperse it. And we're trying to keep it easy. I'm literally gonna do it on my counter, which I shouldn't. I know it is like a butcher block counter, but I don't think I'm really supposed to cut on it, because I'm gonna make lines in it like I just did. And I don't think I can really get them out without sanding it. But you know what? Laziness now causes Dave headaches later. That's just the story of my life. Did I do 6 slices? It actually says 6 to 8. I'm gonna add 2 more. I want more pepperoni in this. Mix it up with your hand or a spoon or whatever you want. It's really easy, guys. My waffle iron, this is the, what is it? Not sponsored. I think it's the B one. I can't remember who the B one is at Walmart, that brand. I like it because my last initial's a B. It's cool. So listen, I give you these 3 ingredient recipes. I also give you some options to elevate. I'm throwing a little Italian seasoning in there. You could also add a little red pepper flakes. I don't know if this is gonna work. I've never tested this. I like to live dangerously, as they say. Supposedly, what we're gonna be able to do here, pop it open. Ooh, my Lanta. And we're just going to put the cheese on it. Like I said, I have it set to 4 out of 6. Okay, we're gonna put the cheese on here, like so. This could go wrong. Spread it out a little bit. Boom, and flip. And now we wait for this thing to say ready. I don't know, we'll give it like 3 minutes and see what happens. I can't remember. I remember last time I did chaffles on this, I figured out the trick to it, but I don't remember what that was. Now we want our sauce. You could put your sauce in there. That would be kind of fun. It would make a huge mess. We're not gonna do it that way. Instead, I'm just gonna throw it into a little bowl here and heat it up in the microwave. You can put a paper towel over the top or something, whatever's safest, so you don't get it all over the place. But I'm just gonna microwave that. Now I will say, I do not know how safe it is to put a paper towel in your microwave, so I am not recommending you do that because I don't know. But I'm gonna do it because I'm crazy. We're gonna let this just heat up for a few minutes, and pretty soon we're gonna have our super easy keto munchie called the keto pizza waffle. I'm not sure how closely I need to keep my eye on this. Whew, my pizza sauce is scorching hot. I put that in the microwave for about a minute. And I'm just gonna stir it up a little, and I'll have that to spoon it on. Oh yeah, it's hot all the way through. Should we check this? I'm nervous. It's been like 2 minutes. I don't wanna burn it. Let's see what's happening here. Nope, no, not done. That's looking terrible. This might not work. Okay, it's been a few more minutes. Let's see if I burnt it. Oh, nope. Oh, baby, look at that. I'm very excited. Could you tell? Yes. Patience is a virtue. It's not one I was blessed with, but I'm working towards it every day. Check that out. Ooh, That looks so good. Now we just take our sauce and apply it to the top here. Now, again, you could try to cook the sauce in it, but I just figured this was gonna be a lot easier to have success with. And here we go. This is our pizza waffle. We got the pepperoni baked in. You could add a little more pepperoni on the top if you want to. Just, make sure you're tracking your carbs, calories, all that sort of stuff when you're doing that. And let's try it. And ooh, is it gonna burn my mouth. Look at that crispy goodness, guys. Oh, so easy, so easy. Our bacon is still cooking for the next one, so don't go anywhere. We got 2 more recipes like this that are gonna be absolutely delicious and so easy. Oh, that's so hot, it's burning my fingers. If it's burning my fingers, what's it gonna do to my tongue? Let's just let it sit for just a second, I'll be right back. All right, let me try this because I can't wait anymore. Here we go. Keto munchies, round 4. Because the other video had 3, get it? Mmm. Mmm. That is so good. You know what I'm learning? We're working too hard on these recipes. We should do easy stuff. I love this. You know, I have teenagers, guys, so I try to keep up with the kid talk, keep you guys aware of all the new, things the kids are saying. What did I just throw on the ground? I don't know. Oh, gosh. Ooh. Ooh, that's disgusting. That's like grease from this rotisserie chicken that I just threw on the ground and on the counter. That's gross, but it's not really, it's just food. It's all right. So what happened is I bought this yesterday. Here, get a cutting board here and clean that up. And I just put it straight into the fridge. I probably should have put it in or on a tray or something, thinking ahead of the fact that it might congeal a little of the chicken grease onto the table here. But we good. Okay, so this is recipe number 2. This one's gonna be a banger. It is a chicken Alfredo flatbread. I'm really hyper. We're gonna take out the chicken. Now, what you wanna do for this one, grab you a rotisserie chicken. Oh my Lanta. What did they do to this thing? This is all grease. It's like chicken jello. Is that normal? It is normal because I bought these before and put them in the fridge. I should have taken it out of the bag and put it on a tray, and I knew this, but I didn't do it. That's literally just grease from the chicken seeping out. Oof, I've made quite a mess. I will say that is normal and safe. It's nothing to be concerned about. It might be kind of icky looking, but if you want to avoid that, if you're gonna put the chicken in the fridge overnight or something like I did, just take it out and put it on a tray so it doesn't have, so it doesn't have that all over it. So anyways, what we're doing is we're gonna use this chicken to make 2 of these recipes. We've already made 1. The next 2 are gonna have pieces of this chicken. So this is always delicious. These are at Walmart for $6. I heard this thing that stores sell these for super cheap to get you in the door. And then they want to get you to buy more. Where is the actual meat? Here we go. We don't need a ton of meat for these recipes. We just need a little. I will say, in general, it's not really a concern if they look kind of pink because of the way they cook these. But, always be careful with food. They need to cook it to 165 for food safety's sake. So I will cut to the part where I get all the chicken off. Basically, I'm just using my hands and getting a bunch of chicken off this. I need we need to try to get 2 cups of chicken out of this. I don't feel like I'm there quite yet, but I feel like I'm approaching it. I'm getting pretty close to 2 cups. Did want to say that. You could use canned chicken as well, or in place of the rotisserie if you don't want to mess with the rotisserie chicken. All right, so I want to let you know that bacon that we threw in a little while ago, it's almost done. We are gonna chop up this chicken, and yes, it does look and smell delicious. I know that some of you might be like, ew, I don't wanna rip the chicken off of a rotisserie chicken. Like I said, grab you some canned chicken, grab you some pre-shredded chicken and chop it up, whatever you like. I find that using the rotisserie chickens usually taste really good because they're smoking and roasting them for hours, and they're very tasty. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Well, like I said, we need 2 cups. I did not include really any of the skin. Felt like that might throw off our texture a little bit. So hopefully this is 2 cups worth. I think it is. Set that aside and let's get working on the recipe. So what I want you to do is grab a cookie sheet, set your oven to 400, throw a piece of parchment paper on it. This is so easy, guys. Grab you 1 cup of the chicken we just cut up, 1 cup of it. Put it on the middle of the cookie sheet here. And we are going to just spread it out tightly and kind of thinly into a rectangle here. We're literally shaping this into a rectangle. Think flatbread pizza. Kind of squish together and form it into a really nice pizza-shaped delight, like so. Okay, easy peasy. Once you have that, basically a crafted, flatbread looking chunk of chopped up chicken, throw it in the oven, 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Our bacon just finished, so while we wait for that 10 minutes for the chicken, we can start working on the next one, but I don't want to confuse anyone, so I'm a little hesitant to do that. Let's first cover the other ingredients in our 3-ingredient keto chicken flatbread. So we got the chicken cooking there. That's ingredient 1. Ingredient 2 is a low-carb Alfredo sauce. This is called Carbone Alfredo. It has approximately 2 grams of carbs in every quarter cup. And that is exactly what we're gonna use, a quarter cup. So you got no carbs in the chicken, 2 carbs in the Alfredo, and then we're gonna use mozzarella, which is a half a cup, and that half a cup mozzarella will be 2 carbs. So 4 total carbs for this flatbread. In regards to the pizza waffle that we made earlier, recipe number 1, that was 365 calories, 26 grams of fat, 27 grams of protein, 4 grams of net carb. So for the third, I guess technically it's the third recipe, we are gonna use the rest of this chicken. Actually, I cut way too much chicken, so we're gonna use a little less than that much chicken. And 3 slices of thick cut bacon. So I got 3 slices of thick cut bacon here. I am just gonna chop those up. And yes, I'm using the same cutting board, guys. I'm not fancy. This isn't the Food Network. This is Dave being lazy in the kitchen and trying to cook something really good, really easy, really quick. And that's what we do here. That's what we do. All right, so we've got our main ingredients ready. Chicken and bacon for recipe number 3. So I'm back at the stovetop. I'm gonna take 1 cup of our chicken that we shred up. Remember, we're kind of double. What are we doing? We're multitasking a little bit. We're gonna take 1 cup of our chicken, put it onto a pan over this, like our skillet over the heat on the oven top, on the stove. I can't talk. On the stove top, in the skillet. You can see it. I'm gonna show you a video of it. See it? There it is, sitting in there. Set this aside. And this is ingredient number 2. So the first ingredient, okay, did I tell you what we're making yet? We're making a keto bacon ranch melt. This is gonna be like a salty, smoky comfort kind of food. Now into this chicken, we are going to put our ranch dressing. Now this is a low carb dressing. It's 0 calories, 0 net carb. I'd never heard of it before, but I found out it existed and I want to try it. It's called Walden Farms, not sponsored. I got it at Walmart. If I see it on the little thingy, I'll put a link to it, but I probably will forget. So yeah, this has 0 carbs. I don't know what's in it. Vinegar, erythritol. Okay, so use erythritol to sweeten it. So we're heating up our chicken. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of ranch to this and just kind of spread that over our chicken. I wanna get that nice and warmed up. Because like I said, mine was icy cold because it's been sitting in the fridge overnight. There is probably other options when it comes to like keto low carb ranches. So use whichever one you prefer, but you know, the core element here is that we've got some ranch dressing and we're heating up our chicken on a skillet. Simple as that. There's optional seasonings on this one. We know our 3 ingredients are the ranch, the chicken, and the bacon, but we can add stuff to this. What would make sense to add to this is a pinch of garlic salt, or garlic powder, which is what we're gonna do. Again, optional. And some paprika, some smoked paprika. Both of those should elevate it even more, make it even more better, and just mix that all in. I don't know why my dogs are barking in the house. They're going cuckoo in there. I've gotten more and more into these like melt type things where it's just like a creamy, really good comfort food that has tons of protein in it. I've been leaning into more and more protein as I go because I'm learning a lot about if you can like maintain muscle, you burn more fat. I think that's how it works. I'm not a nutritionist, dietitian, or anything like that, but I've been learning a little bit about that stuff. And it seems like, you know, protein's great for keeping your muscles. All right, so that chicken seems like it's scorching hot, right? Should we check? Let me feel it. Yeah, it's pretty scorching hot. You can go as long as you want with it, but I would say our creamy chicken melt, creamy chicken ranch, I can't even word properly. Now we're gonna take all that bacon and add it on top. Remember we had 3 thick cut slices, so a lot of bacon on there, like that. You can mix that in if you want or eat it as is. I am gonna let it cool for just a second because we gotta do something on our flatbread and I don't wanna burn it. So I'm gonna pull out this flatbread and it started to brown up just a scotch on the sides, looking pretty good. And we're gonna add onto the flatbread 1/4 cup of our Carbone or any low carb Alfredo sauce you can get your hands on. And just literally spread it on top like you're making a pizza pie, like that. See, it's kind of starting to peel up. I don't really want that, but that's all right. That's good. It'll melt a little once it gets in the oven. Then we're gonna take 1/2 cup of shredded mozzarella, which is a lot of mozzarella. Add that on top. Now, oh, I forgot, you can elevate this. I like to give you options to elevate. And if you wanted to elevate this, again, it'll be simple enough. Take a little garlic powder, kind of mix it on top. Sprinkle it on top? Yeah, let's sprinkle it on top. And then the same goes for some Italian seasoning. If you like Italian seasoning, you can add a little of that to just add a little flavor boost to it. What did Emeril Lagasse say? Bam? Something like that? Bam Bam Bigelow. Back in the oven, 5 more minutes for the cheese to melt. And of course, while we wait for that to cook up, we're gonna try our keto bacon ranch chicken melt. Now, I will say another way you could elevate this, I like to give you options, is throw it on a low carb tortilla. That's also delicious, wow. Wow, it's really good. That's incredible. That's really, so that could be a whole meal for me. So good. That whole recipe is 380 calories, 34 grams of fat, 38 grams of protein, and 2 net carbs. Very good. In a minute, we'll try the third one. All right, so here we go. It has been about 5-6 minutes, and I would say this is done. We're gonna give it a shot. This is our keto chicken Alfredo flatbread. You know, sans the bread, but it looks and smells absolutely delicious. Check that out. One thing I'm bad at is showing the food. It's like my weakness, I would say. Well, one of about 50. Let's let it cool for just a second because it's steaming like crazy. All right, so this is cooled off, guys. Here we go. Final test of our keto munchies. So far, we're 2 for 2. They were both great. Let's try number 3. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, but it's really good too. No, we're 3 for 3, guys. Every single one of these you should try. They're all so easy. It doesn't hurt to give them a shot. I bet you're gonna like each and every one. I sure did, and I think you will too. The macros on this last one, per serving, this is technically 2 servings. I might have already told you this, I can't remember. 285 calories per half, 18 grams of fat, 27 grams of protein, and 2 net carbs. So super low carb, pretty low calorie. I love it. Guys, comment below, let me know what you think. If you want me to do another Keto Munchies video, let me know that too, and we'll see you next time.